Have you ever asked someone from Japan a simple question? A question like, "Do you want to hang out? Can you finish this task?" Or, "Is tomorrow okay?" And they replied with, "I'll think about it," or "It might be difficult," or just a polite smile. What if I told you? That was actually a very clear no, just delivered in one of the most culturally respectful ways in the world. Today we're breaking down why Japanese culture avoids the word no, and how this one habit shapes everything from relationships to business to daily life. You see, in many Western cultures, being direct is seen as confident, honest, and efficient. But in Japan, being too direct can be seen as rude, confrontational, or even hurtful. So instead of saying no outright, people often communicate it indirectly, through tone, hesitation, softening phrases, or gentle cues. But why? The answer lies deep in Japan's cultural psychology, a combination of collectivism, harmony, face-saving, and the art of reading the air, all of which we're going to break down using stories and real-life examples you can immediately understand. Concept 1. The power of wa, harmony. At the core of Japanese culture is wa, the value of maintaining harmony. Harmony in the relationship, harmony in the group, harmony in the atmosphere. Saying no directly risks breaking that harmony. Now, imagine this. You ask your Japanese coworker, "Can you help me with this presentation tonight?" They already have plans, but instead of saying, "No, I can't," they say, "It's unfortunate, but it may be a little difficult." In Japanese communication, this already means no, but it protects the relationship, it avoids confrontation, and it respects your feelings. Saying no directly, that could create awkwardness, something Japanese culture tries hard to avoid. Concept 2. Face saving. Another major factor is saving face, both yours and theirs. A direct no can embarrass someone, make them feel rejected, or create unnecessary emotional tension. So the Japanese communication style is designed to help everyone keep dignity. An outright refusal might translate as, "You asked something unreasonable," or "I'm rejecting you." So instead, a gentle, indirect response sends the message politely, without making either side lose face. It's not deception, it's emotional intelligence in action. Concept 3. Kuuki o Yomu, reading the air. Japan has a cultural habit known as Kuuki o Yomu, reading the air, meaning you're expected to sense the answer without direct words. If someone hesitates, pauses, or avoids eye contact, that is the answer. If they say, "I'll check," "It depends," or "Maybe another time," the meaning is often, "No, but I'm trying to say it gently." This is why foreigners sometimes misunderstand Japanese communication, because the real message isn't in the words, it's in the atmosphere. Concept 4. Group first mindset. Japan is a collectivist society. The group's feelings and stability come before individual expression. A direct no might make someone feel rejected, burdensome, or ashamed, so people avoid putting others in that emotional position. In many situations, Japanese people prioritize team cohesion, social balance, respect, and avoiding conflict. So instead of saying no, they choose what causes the least disruption. Even in business, someone might say, "We will consider it," or "It may be challenging." To a Japanese listener, this is clearly a refusal. To a Westerner, it often sounds like hope. Let me share a simple story. An American man working in Tokyo invited his colleague Hiroshi out to dinner. Hiroshi replied, I would like to, but I may have something to do." The American took it literally. "Okay, let me know when you're free." He waited for a week, no update. Why? Because Hiroshi already gave his answer. A polite no, wrapped in cultural respect. The mistake wasn't in Hiroshi's communication. It was in assuming every culture says no the same way. So, if you plan to work, travel, or live in Japan, here are signals that usually mean no. 1. Hesitation or long pauses. 2. It might be difficult. 3. I'll think about it. 4. Maybe another time. 5. Polite apologies. And 6. Avoiding firm commitments. Understanding these cues prevents misunderstandings and helps you communicate with far more cultural awareness. Why this discussion matters to you. Learning how a culture communicates no isn't just about language, it's about emotional intelligence. When you understand this subtle communication style, you avoid misreading signals, you build stronger relationships, you prevent awkward situations, you show cultural respect, and you understand people beyond the words they say. This is the heart of cultural psychology. So the next time someone from Japan says, "It might be difficult," don't be confused. Don't wait for a yes. Recognize the kindness behind the indirect no. If you want more deep dives into the psychology behind different cultures, make sure you like, subscribe, and tell me which culture you want next. See you in the next one.